Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Taker. In this video, I'm going to compare the default Battlegrounds mobile game 90 FPS comparison test between all of these three iQOO smartphones which I got right now. This is a test which I'm trying to do after the recent update from the Battlegrounds mobile game as well, friends. And let's find out which phone actually supports 90 FPS and what are the things you should know before you actually buy one of the device. So this video might be clearly helpful for a lot of other users. So first phone is the iQOO 7 device with a Snapdragon 870 processor and iQOO 9 SE with a Snapdragon 888 processor and iQOO 9 with a Snapdragon 888 Plus processor. So first let's find out which phone actually supports a default 90 FPS without any problem. That's what I'm going to show you in the beginning, like default, without using any kind of config file, no GFX file. Which phone you can actually play very smooth 90 FPS. Let's go, and later I'll try to discuss about the heating thing and about the FPS drop test and everything. I'll try to discuss what's happening. First let's try to remove this everything, all this. Yes, so let's go back. Yeah, finally. Now, out of these three smartphones, the only phone which supports 90 FPS is iQOO 9 device. So iQOO 9, which has got Snapdragon 888 Plus, by default you can actually play it 90 FPS without any problem. As you can see friends clearly, let me slightly zoom in. 90 FPS by default. Balanced and extreme, HD and extreme, HDR and extreme. Ultra HD is also supported in this device. That's only one advantage in the iQOO 9 device. By default, you're getting 90 FPS. No need to wait for the update and no need to think again. So because iQOO 7, I'm waiting for past 1 year for the 90 FPS. Still, there is no improvement, no update at all. So in case if you want that 90 FPS type of smoothness, prefer the iQOO 9 device because out of the box, this will be 90 FPS. So next thing is about the iQOO 9 SE. iQOO 9 SE, there is no default settings of 90 FPS. Unfortunately, you cannot get maximum settings has been unlocked, but you cannot get that default settings of 90 FPS. But you do have the game frame interpolation. This game frame interpolation will actually boost the FPS to 90 frame rates. That's also present in this device. If you want to experience slightly, so you can definitely experience, but this will cause some issues with the gyro sensor and even the touch lag issue as well sometimes. So you should be taking care about that. So by default, you do have the 90. By software, you do have the 90, like game frame interpolation in the iQOO 9 SE device. But finally, when it comes to the iQOO 7 device, so by default there is no option of 90 FPS, and by software also there is no option of 90 FPS. As you can see, there is no game frame interpolation. As you can see, nothing, no game frame interpolation present in the iQOO 7 device at this moment. So if you want 90 FPS by default, iQOO 9 is option. Right now it's available for sale, I think around 36,000 for the sale it's going on at this moment. So if you want that kind of 90 FPS, then definitely iQOO 9 is option. And apart from that, iQOO 9 has got a few other extra things which is regarding the pressure sensitive screens. Yes, this has got pressure sensitive triggers as well. If you try to just put some pressure on the screen, the triggers will get activated. That's what called the pressure sensitive triggers. Slightly helpful for some of the gamers, I would say, like slight advantage. Instead of physical triggers, you are having this kind of pressure sensitive triggers. That's also pretty good. Out of these three smartphones, this phone has got. And this phone even has got the game frame interpolation as well to keep the frames stable, but I don't recommend you guys to use because anyway you do have 90 FPS by default. There's no point in enabling this option as well. Anyway, that's what I would think. So regarding the gameplay experience, I did like the iQOO 9 device in terms of the gameplay. And regarding the heating thing, both phones will definitely heat slightly more, iQOO 9 SE and the iQOO 9 device, because of Snapdragon 8 series, right? That's something you should know. And Snapdragon 870 will not heat much, but it will give the stable performance as well in the Snapdragon 870. That's something you should know about the Snapdragon 870 processor. That's also really good in maintaining pretty stable performance results. Not bad. As you can see, friends, overall the gameplay experience is really good, not bad. So in the iQOO 9 device, as I said, there are pressure sensitive triggers. You can just put some pressure and you can activate the triggers as well. So this is what I did like in playing in the iQOO 9 device especially, and because of 90 FPS also, it feels like pretty smooth as well because of 90 FPS. So pressure sensitive triggers, sometimes it's really good. Some users they like it, some users they don't like it. So it all depends upon you only, guys. So right now the Snapdragon 888 Plus will be having definitely slight advantage when compared with other smartphones. So haptic feedbacks are working fantastic in all the three smartphones. No issues with haptic feedback. So don't worry about the haptic feedback. It was really smooth experience, haptic feedback. As you can see, friends, overall it's really good. So that's it, friends. This is a quick comparison between all of these three smartphones regarding the battery and mobile game 90 FPS, which phone processor supports 90 FPS. So you can definitely understand, right? So which phone to choose in case if you're planning to buy. So using with the game frame interpolation, there will be some kind of lag and delay as well while playing. That's something you should know about regarding the game frame interpolation as well. So right now, as you can see, I'm just trying to apply some pressure and it's working perfectly all right. After applying some pressure, no issues. In the iQOO 9 SE device, the gyro sensor, after the recent update, it's kind of okay, but not as smooth using the game frame interpolation. So without game frame interpolation, it's working pretty good. Not bad. No, not bad at all. That's it, friends. This is a quick comparison between all of these three smartphones, and in case if you're having any other questions, let me know in the comment section below. Definitely I might be able to help you out, and don't forget to check out the playlist as well for more information on the smartphones what I gathered at this moment. I'll definitely compare with other smartphones as well. What about the other devices regarding the default settings? So you can check out the videos in the battery and mobile game playlist as well regarding the other smartphones. But overall haptic feedback is that's the biggest advantage I would say in the iQOO smartphones, especially the haptic feedback. In this device, I was supposed to get haptic feedback. Yep. Yes, now I'm getting haptic feedback. Not a problem. So this is a test which I'm trying to do using with the game frame interpolation I'm trying to play at this moment using in the iQOO 9 SE device. So meanwhile, signing off, friends. Thank you for watching. This is a quick comparison between the default graphics settings, comparison between all of these three smartphones, and meanwhile signing off until instead of more updates, and bye.